My name is Morgan, and this is my voice pre-testosterone. My name is Morgan, and this is my voice 3 months on testosterone. My name is Morgan, and this is my voice 6 months on testosterone. My name is Morgan, and this is my voice 10 months on testosterone. My name is Morgan, and this is my voice 1 year on testosterone.
All right, I clipped this down. She went through all 12 months here to show you the difference month by month by month. But what bothered me here is, how old is this girl? Maybe 12 maximum. So to her parents, you have failed your daughter. I would state this even if she was 5 years older, but at least 5 years older, you'd have a little bit more of an excuse. But 12 years old and you affirm this with your child, you let your child transition and start taking testosterone, mother and father, both failures.
What? It didn't fit.
I've always said this, I've heard black and brown people say this. As a white man, what problem do you have with white women? What issues do you have with me that you need to be coming into my comment section and saying, ha, typical white women? Just say that you're sexist. Literally, white men so often use the qualifier of oh, well, she's a white woman. Yes, I am. Remove white from that and you're just being sexist. Your problem with me isn't because I'm white. Black and brown people can critique my whiteness as a white woman because white women have been violent to them. You just put white in front of woman so you don't sound like the sexist you are.
How are these men real? How are they real? I'm gonna be put in a fucking psych ward! They're all evil. They're all fucking evil. They manipulate you. It's all a game to them. Why did... This isn't a joke anymore. We need to just stop saying boys are just stupid. They know how to play. They know how to play this fucking silly little games to have you on the fucking string. This is not an exaggeration either.
What's crazy is white people get so upset when I say we, I'm talking about all minorities, assume that they're racist off gate until they prove us otherwise. Because yeah, we think that because y'all couldn't wait till Donald Trump got in office so y'all could just start being openly racist again. None of this go back to where you come from and stuff was openly acceptable up until this man got back up in office. So yeah, I do think all white people are racist until you prove me otherwise. I don't care.
We are not stopping until Trump is removed. We are not stopping until Trump is removed because we recognize that the nature of fascism is that its atrocities get greater and greater, and they move to violently shut down any space for anybody to oppose them, unless they are removed from power. There is no compromise with fascism. There is no waiting it out. There is no hoping it goes away. There is no containing it. Either we drive it out, or it drives over all of us and humanity's future.
Do you libs truly not see it? When you watch these videos, do you guys really not see it? You sit there and you call Donald Trump a fascist and how he's taken over the country and he's breaking all sorts of laws, but you guys never can really back up anything you're saying. But that's not the point I'm trying to get at here. If you listen to this video right here, she's talking about how Donald Trump is being a fascist and that we have to get him out of office because, we can't have fascism. The only way to get rid of it is to get them out of office. But he's really done nothing wrong. You know what it really is? If you really step back and look at this with common sense, a president has been elected that you do not agree with. It's as if you're pouting children now. It's like you're trying to fabricate a narrative now to yourself and to the other liberals all around you that do not like Donald Trump, that these things are really going on, but in reality, they really aren't. But then again, if you even step a little further back from that, you're trying to control a narrative. You're trying to silence people. You're trying to force fit in your own narrative. So once again, you keep calling Donald Trump a fascist, but isn't this fascism what you guys are doing? If you were to look up the actual definition of fascism, that's you guys. You guys are doing it right now. You guys have been doing it for months. Look up the definition and see how many boxes you can check off.
His hemorrhoid exploded in my mouth and I'm going to tell you guys about it.
There is such thing as TMI. Some things just don't need to be said. I'm pretty sure that's one of them. I don't think a single person on this planet wants to know about someone's hemorrhoid exploding in your mouth. Find Jesus.
Just out of curiosity, weren't the guys in the boat absolutely defenseless before the first bomb hit their boat? They're in a boat, a fisherman boat. Even if they were bringing drugs to wherever they were going, they weren't even pointed towards America. Weren't they helpless when the first bomb hit? I mean, granted, I'm happy that now people are going, well, two are clinging to life. That's a war crime. I don't know, the first part felt like a war crime to me, or at least very un-American. But who am I? I'm just a Canadian who lives in America on a green card.
PSA. People are not calling you racist because you're condemning political violence. They're calling you racist because the last 8 months have been filled with political violence, and the only time you want to speak up and write a think piece is when the person who died was racist. Have a nice day.
Fuck America, fuck Israel, free my people in Gaza, free Sudan, free Congo, fuck Israel, fuck America, fuck colonization, fuck everything, fuck Donald Trump, fuck the Democrats, fuck Hakeem Jeffries, fuck everything, fuck Thanksgiving. I said it.
Protect illegal immigrants or homeless veterans?
Illegal immigrants. I'm an immigrant myself. You know, I'm not illegal, but, you know, like, I feel for my people, you know, like, they come here to, like, you know, to reach their dreams for a better life in their countries that don't provide them that, you know, so I think, like, everyone has, like, to have the chance, you know, so I'm not against it, of course.
But, like, the veterans fought for the country. You don't think they deserve it over, like, illegal immigrants?
I mean, I do think they deserve it, but their country is failing them. Their country is the one failing you at the end of the day. Like, the immigrant situation doesn't really have to do with the country, bro. Like, the country is failing the veterans, and, like, that doesn't have to do with the immigrants.
Unbelievable. This guy's got a few videos where he's interviewing young ladies like this. He'll ask them other questions as well, but he's got a couple of them where he asks them this question. Do you choose illegal immigrants or homeless veterans? And they always state illegal immigrants. How insane is this? And it's like these people have no shame whatsoever either, right? If he were to ask the question a little bit differently, do you choose homeless veterans over immigrants? Even if you worded the question that way and she answered immigrants, it's still the wrong answer. But when they're asking straight up illegal immigrants, criminals, and they're choosing the criminals over the veterans, but then how she tries to justify it, like, yeah, like, it's almost like I have a bit of sympathy for them, but, you know, it's really their country failed them. You know what a real failure is when you have a country, if you ever had a government that would choose illegal migrants over homeless veterans, that truly is a failure of a country. And that's what was going on during the Biden administration. And the fact that there's so many liberals out there that have this same worldview as this young lady right here, these people have no sense of self-preservation. They have no sense of preserving their own culture. They have no survival instinct whatsoever, and they have the legal right to vote to choose who would be the president of your country. And when they have talking points like this, that's absolute evidence that they have no clue what they're doing, and they shouldn't have that legal right to vote to see who would be president of the country next. But unfortunately, that's where we're at. They do have that right. If these people ever got a chance to have it their way and the country would run the way that they would want it to run, and they would be able to keep on voting in who they wanted to keep on voting in, the country would be done. Western civilization will be finished in about 2 generations. Unbelievable. At times it's hard to believe that these people are actually real.
Let me know if your legs start to hurt.
So I'm at work today, and this lady stops me, and she's like, I asked that Mexican kid for some jelly, a condiment, something, but he doesn't speak any English, so can you go get it for me? And I was like, what would make you think he doesn't speak any English? She was like, he just doesn't, so can you just make sure that he's getting that for me? And I turn around, and here comes the Hispanic kid, and I was like, that guy? With the jelly that you asked him for? And she was like, I didn't think he spoke any English. Why? Is that how you talk to him? White women, what are we doing? What are you doing? On behalf of white women, I'm sorry. What are we doing? Why are we, what?
Can we please normalize looking homeless at Fashion Square? I'll show up in like my Birks and sweats and a fucking tank top, and from the corner of my eye, I see a damn mom decked out in a Gucci tracksuit, like with her Gucci purse and her fucking Gucci slides. That shit looks more tacky than bougie. Or like those gypsy girls that like go to the mall and they look like actual Barbies. Like, why you gotta do all that for? Like, yeah, it's like cute and it's like different and like you look kind of out of the normal, but like, bro, it's the mall. Like, I'm just trying to shop.
Just another quick friendly reminder about how diversity is supposed to be our greatest strength, apparently.
Look, Islam will enter every household, whether you like it or not.
You know, yesterday I saw videos of like Mondami and all his people, Letitia James, feeding the homeless and veterans on Thanksgiving. I also saw videos of Obama and his family donating their time feeding veterans on Thanksgiving. And Donald Trump, well, MAGA will never get the difference between service and self-service. These people are still servicing their community. Trump is just still self-serving himself. And all the other fucking GOPs who are too afraid to stand up to him.
So fucked up. And calling women these names. Piggy. Are you taking the thing of me?
A picture. Where are you putting the pins?
Well, I got his dick on his balls. You poor bastard. I hate the man so much.
Would you agree that Trump is a fascist, as
Yes.
many people have said?
100%.
How is Trump a fascist?
I can't.
You're good, you're good.
Try to breathe.
No, just
Lord.
take a deep breath, you're all good.
Because the things that he's doing is also things that Nazi Germany has done. And if you don't look at history, you're bound to repeat it. And that's what we're doing right now, is in the middle of repeating history if we don't put a stop to it.
What is fascism?
I'm an idiot. I don't know the exact Bible or the dictionary.
Gotcha. Do you think Trump is a Nazi?
I think he has Nazi tendencies.
Awesome.
Again, you know, okay. If you're not a cis white man.
So everybody except white men are in danger?
Yes, women are in danger as well, even if you're a white woman.
If you don't know what a fascist is, if you cannot explain the definition of fascism, then why are you out there protesting against fascism? How do you expect people to take you seriously when you don't even know what you're protesting about? You can't even explain why you're there, which is a big sign of a few things. What that would state is there's definitely some paid protesters out there, because they don't know why they're there. They just know they're getting a paycheck at the end of the day. And there's other protesters that just follow the trend. They just follow along. They don't really know why. They just follow along. The TV tells them, hey, I'm not supposed to like Donald Trump. Paint yourself a little sign. Go hang out with your friends at these No King protests and whatever you guys want to call them. Screech at people about how Trump is a Nazi and how Trump is a fascist, despite the fact I don't understand what fascism is. If you can't even convince yourself, how are you supposed to convince other people that Donald Trump is such a bad guy and that you're fighting on the right side of history?
That's not
the southern border. These are people that, do you have a
Yeah,
housekeeper?
enforcing.
Do you go to a car wash? Do you have work done on your house?
Yeah. So you need
Who
like
does that?
You're
Who
talking
does
about
that?
you need your cheap illegal labor. I'm saying that's wrong to exploit illegal
okay.
labor.
Well, who's going to do that labor? Are you?
You
You're
don't-
going to start doing hard work? Because I doubt it. You walk around with a microphone like you're doing something.
Yeah, you don't need illegal immigrants to do low-wage work. In fact, that's what suppresses wages.
Yeah, okay.
I'm so sorry. I have a physical reaction to anything when the president or any of his administration pop up. I'm having a visceral physical reaction, and I told myself I was going to avoid any negativity, but I realize I'm not the one that's creating it. I'm out there trying to understand it, and I wake up every single day wondering when it's going to end. It is a circus. This is like the heartbreak of this country is so massive and it's bleeding and nothing is happening. I don't understand why. I don't understand this. I wake up every day and Ken and I look at each other. Did it happen? Did it happen? None of this is normal. None of this is normal. Thank you.
Can you imagine how beautiful life would be if Mama Kamala and Uncle Tim were in charge right now? What a dream. I hate this timeline.
Ladies in South Carolina and honestly anywhere in America right now, ICE is using Tinder and dating apps. There's a girl in Colombia who's been missing 24 hours. She went on a date. This is not okay, okay? They're literally asking, where are you from? You're so pretty, and using that to arrest you. So all of you women, get off dating apps. Just get off of them. It's done. They're done. They're using them to arrest women and imprison women. So we're off of those. Good luck. Thanks.
Okay, so let's get this straight here. There's a girl who used a dating app and she met, I guess, some young gentleman, and 24 hours later, she's still not back. She's missing. Like, this has never happened before. Let's hope it's nothing serious. Let's hope this young lady shows back up, but that doesn't take away the fact that people have went missing when they've met strangers that they don't know online before. This has happened with children. This has happened with grown adults. So has ICE been behind all those too? Isn't it a little unfair to assume that, hey, ICE is jumping on dating apps now and setting up fake dates with immigrants just to kidnap them, as you guys would like to put it? Typical of a liberal. They put together any little bit of drama that they can. But what else will we expect from a young liberal lady who doesn't seem to have two brain cells to rub together? Anybody goes missing, guys. Anybody at all now. Doesn't matter what city, doesn't even matter maybe what country. If anybody goes missing, it's gotta be ICE.
You guys know what I'm grateful for? Immigrants. I'm grateful for immigrants in America.
PSA for white and other non-black people of color that take part in racist antics and then later feign ignorance to get out of it. The black community is no longer accepting "I didn't know that the N-word was bad" as a rebuttal. The black community is no longer accepting "I didn't know that it was racist to do X, Y, and Z," because you did. We all have access to the same Google, the same DuckDuckGo. So you were fully aware what you did and what you said. There are plenty of things that you have grown up around that have shown you the error of those actions before you decided to take part in them. So no, we are no longer accepting apologies on the basis of ignorance. Try accountability.
Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving fucking Day. You stupid motherfucker. I hope you rot. Okay? I will find a way to curse you. Yeah, that's right. I have a fucking Ouija board. I don't know how to use it, but I will. Okay? I hope you burn your turkey. I hope you try to stuff the turkey and your fucking hand gets caught in his anal cavity. That's what I hope. I hope you burn every roll. I hope your fucking casserole tastes like shit. Yeah. I hope your fucking deviled eggs don't come out right. I hope you just burn it. All of it. You stupid motherfucker.
Anybody else ever think about how much of this we could have avoided by just listening to black women? I think about it a lot. a lot.
I hate when people try to make you feel bad for the fact that you don't want to work hard in this life. I don't want to work hard in this life. I don't want to have a fucking job. I don't want to need to have to make all this fucking money. But guess what? Another motherfucker decided to give birth to me and put me in this shit. And now I have to fucking do it. Now I have to fucking do it. I never wanted to do this shit. I never said I wanted to do this shit. I never asked for this shit. And then there's always some other motherfucker that wants to pop up and be like, oh, so you think that you deserve this, that, and the third just because you're alive? Yes! Yes! Absolutely! That's exactly what I believe, and that's exactly what the fuck I think. I did not ask to be here. I did not tell anybody that I wanted to fucking be here, yet I'm here. I'm fucking complaining for a goddamn reason. I was put here with no support. I was put here with no knowledge. And then the knowledge that I was given, it's bullshit. It's bullshit to keep you circulating in the same fucking cycle of not getting any fucking where. They did this shit on purpose. I'm being told that I'm supposed to be happy to be given the gift of life. I'm not happy. I'm not grateful, and I don't fucking want it. Never did.
You know, what do you even really say to a situation like this here? I've seen a couple of videos like this. She's a little bit more over the top than a few of the other ones that I've seen, but you never see this coming out of a conservative's mouth or anybody who's on the right, anybody who's truly happy, anybody who believes in a God. The times get tough for us? Yeah, they do. There's times where I felt really down. There's times where I'm really pissed off at the world. There's times I'm really pissed off at the government. There's times where I wish that I was born into a rich family. But no, that's unfortunately not how it is. I'm also smart enough to know that you never know what tomorrow brings, but am I going to sit there and wait to see what tomorrow brings me? Absolutely not. If you want to stay alive in this world, you got to keep moving. You got to keep your head up. But this is the selfish side of today's youth because they don't really realize that we've all felt this way. The people that are giving her the advice, just be thankful for what you have. We've all felt the way that she's feeling at some point or another, but are we going to express that to the rest of the world or are we just going to get through it? Because once again, that's today. You're going to wake up tomorrow and feel a little bit different. But you see, these type of positive thoughts don't just seem to work for everybody. Now, I've said this before, so we're going to say it again. This seems to be something that stems from liberalism. You never see this happening to anybody on the right. You only see liberals with this type of mentality. They want to be taken care of and they're pissed off and feeling sorry for themselves that they have to work, that they have to fend for themselves, that they weren't born into the laps of luxury and they feel that they're deserving of so. It's a very entitled way of thinking. It's all about take. Don't give whatsoever. Just keep on taking, but take no accountability at the same time for their own actions. And the sad thing is, as long as they don't change their frame of thought, as long as they don't change that worldview that they have, and they keep getting propagandized and sticking in this ideology on the left, it's never going to get better for them. All right, guys, that is it for this one. If you guys are new to the channel, you're not subscribed as of yet, please consider doing so. You guys take care of yourselves. See you next video. Have a good one, guys.
They spit the word liberal like it tastes bad in their mouths, like it's an insult. Like the people who believe in justice and dignity and books and breathing clean air and feeding hungry kids are somehow the enemy of the American ideal. Well, let me go ahead and take that filthy little word they love to hiss through their teeth and pin it right here to my chest. I'm a liberal, a bleeding heart, soapbox standing, protest marching, dignity demanding liberal. And I'm proud of it, to be honest. Proud of the history I come from, proud to be the ideological heir of the people who passed civil rights, fought for the vote, wrote songs of justice in picket lines and prison cells, marched into gunfire and ridicule for the radical belief that people deserve better. You see, liberals gave you Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, the minimum wage, workplace safety, desegregation, clean water, public libraries, and child labor laws. You know what MAGA gave you? A golden toilet, a riot, and a bunch of mouth breathers and tactical gear. If you want contrast, I give you contrast. Liberals say let's feed the hungry, and MAGA says they should have worked harder. Liberals say protect the vote, MAGA says to purge voter rolls. Liberals say that no one should go bankrupt from a hospital bill. MAGA says that if you're poor, you probably deserve to die. Liberals say to let people love who they love and live how they are. MAGA says that God hates the same people they do. So don't come at me with your Bible in one hand and a flag in the other like it makes you righteous. If that's what passes for Christianity these days, this cruelty wrapped in Scripture and branded on the necks of children, then you can keep heaven. If they're the ones going to glory, I'll take a bar stool and a half-lit dive bar with some writers and protesters, drag queens, and lost causes. At least they know how to live. I was raised to believe in the decency of people, to help when you can, to speak up when it's hard, to leave things better than you found them. That's liberalism. That's not weakness, it's strength tethered to conscience. It's moral courage. It's looking around at this mess of a country and saying we could do better. We should do better, so goddamn it, let's try. MAGA doesn't want better. They want power. They want revenge. They want a future where your child's pronoun is punishable and your wife's marriage is a crime. They want flags in churches and prisons instead of books. They don't want a shining city on a hill. They want a bunker. A country sealed off from compassion, run by fear, and ruled by billionaires who've never set foot in a public school. And am I proud to be the opposite of that? Hell yes. Call me woke, call me a snowflake, call me a socialist or an educated elite, or whatever playground slur they've cooked up in the cesspool this week. You can call me a liberal and I'll smile when you do it, because it means I'm still trying, still believing, still holding the line for the soul of the country. But don't you ever call me a liberal like it's a bad thing. I am a liberal, a Southern liberal, and I'm proud of it. And if that offends you, well, there's a little red hat and a rage-fueled echo chamber just down the street for you. I'll be right here with the poets and the teachers and the fighters, and we're just getting started. Defiance till death.